Many people believe that Steph Curry, the superstar of the Golden State Warriors, has already amassed a remarkable enough resume of accomplishments to be crowned the greatest point guard of all time. Curry is a 9-time All-Star, a 4-time NBA champion, an MVP in the finals, and a 2-time league MVP. Not to mention how his career 42.8% three-point field goal percentage on extremely challenging attempts has shaped the rules of basketball around the globe. However, Magic Johnson of the Lakers, who is regarded as one of the all-time great point guards along with Curry, does not believe it will be sufficient to pass the championship to the 35-year-old. Magic Johnson, the former Laker, has stated unequivocally that he still thinks he is the best point guard of all time, surpassing even Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. If Steph got more than 5 championships, if he got more than 3 finals MVPs and 3 league MVPs, then he's the greatest. If he's more than number 1 in assists all time in the finals, number 2 in double-doubles, and number 1 in triple-doubles all time in the NBA playoffs, number 4 in steals all time in the playoffs, if he got more than those numbers, he's the best. The last time I checked, he doesn't, Johnson said. When Johnson recounts those accomplishments and remarks that Curry's haven't come close to matching his, he is obviously speaking rhetorically about himself. The 64-year-old made his remarks in response to Curry declaring earlier in the off-season on Gilbert Arenas' podcast that he was the greatest point guard in history. Curry is 35 years old and he still doesn't appear to be slowing down. He averaged the 3rd highest points of his career in the previous season, following his 2022 NBA Finals MVP victory. Curry demonstrated that he still has a few solid years left in him during the 2023 playoffs, when he scored a career-high 30.5 points. This helped strengthen his argument against Johnson. Perhaps he will even surpass some of the milestones that Johnson himself predicted Curry would pass. Still, comparing stars from different eras sparks endless discussions. For the time being, we don't need to worry about who is better on an all-time list. We can just enjoy Curry's magnificence as his career draws to a finish. Did you know that Magic Johnson's real name is Irvin Johnson? He was such a great player that people forgot his actual name, and we remember him by his name Magic. The legend goes that a sports writer proclaimed him as Magic after one particularly mesmerizing performance during his high school era. Many NBA legends, including Michael Jordan, remember the former NBA player for his excellence on the hardwood. Who is the better point guard, Magic Johnson or Steph Curry? Michael Jordan weighs in. That subject is still up for dispute, and it was rekindled by the recent interview in which Curry was questioned directly if he's the best player to have ever played in his position in the NBA All-Star. Curry paused for a brief moment before responding, "Yes." From the 1980s to the beginning of the 1990s, Johnson played for the Showtime Lakers. His 13-year career included 5 NBA titles, 3 NBA Finals MVPs, and 3 league MVP awards. Magic Johnson is one of the all-time great point guards in the NBA. Magic changed the point guard position during his remarkable career. Johnson had a terrific presence on the court and had incredible playmaking skills. Curry is a member of the decade-old Golden State Warriors dynasty. Curry is a 4-time NBA champion, a 1-time NBA Finals MVP, and a 2-time league MVP who is still playing after 13 seasons. Curry, who is regarded as one of the game's top shooters, has made more three-pointers during the regular season than any other player in league history. Curry was favored over Johnson by ESPN's Stephen A. Smith during a discussion on the issue on First Take. The NBA legend Michael Jordan, whose career crossed Johnson's for most of the 1980s and into the 1990s, was prompted to comment as a result. "I beg to differ on the greatest point guard of all time. Magic Johnson is easily the best point guard of all time," Jordan said in a text Smith read on air. Steph Curry is very close, but not in front of Magic. Steph Curry is by far the best shooter of all time. Yes, he His movement has created many shots for his teammates, but Magic Johnson invented the triple-double. It is not truly invented, but it makes it more noticeable in terms of the impact on the game. It's a point guard stat. To be honest, Magic was the best. There is no disputing that Steph Curry is beginning to move up the list of all-time NBA point guards. It's difficult to understand how outstanding Magic was when he played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Magic averaged 23.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 12.2 assists per game, while shooting 52.2% from the floor in one of his greatest seasons. The Showtime Lakers, still regarded as one of the NBA's most dangerous offensive teams, had Johnson as their floor general. The argument about who is the greatest of all time will go on. Curry keeps enhancing his already outstanding list of achievements. Curry and Johnson's battle will intensify over time. For the time being, it's difficult to deny the LA Lakers icon as one of the all-time great point guards in NBA history. If you talk about the players who changed the game in the course of NBA history, Magic Johnson would be on the list. Magic Johnson has a class of his own, and when he played in the NBA in the 80s, other players looked at him as if he came from a different planet. He's the only rookie ever to win the Finals MVP. Magic was doing unbelievable things, and no player has ever won the title Finals MVP in their first season. Remember the Game 6 of that final series? He played center position when Kareem was out of the game, and he drew 47 points. He was like a generation ahead of everybody. He began the trend of shooters like Steph Curry did in the 80s. Now, do you understand the greatness of Magic? Magic was a game changer. He was an elite playmaker, and it was like he also had eyes on his back. He knew every play move before it happened. The 6'9" point guard set the trend for 6'8" point guards, or even point forwards in today's leagues, as it was almost impossible to find such a 6'9" point guard like Johnson in the 80s. He put the way forward for today's point guards. What do you think the legends like Kobe Bryant have to say about prime Magic? In the Jimmy Kimmel Show, the host Jimmy Kimmel asked Kobe about Magic, proclaiming Kobe to be the greatest Laker ever. Kobe replied with his light humor that although he doesn't want to disagree with his elders, for him it's Magic Johnson who is the greatest Laker of all time. We talked about how Johnson revolutionized the point guard position, but he also revolutionized the center position. He is the standard for the point guard position as well as the center position. Few players stand out in their respective sports, redefining how it's played thanks to their special talents. Of them was Irvin Magic Johnson. Johnson's effort in the 6th game of the 1980 NBA Finals against the Philadelphia 76ers, which won the series, is legendary. In Game 5, Abdul-Jabbar scored 40 points but was forced to leave the game due to a severely damaged ankle. With a 3-2 lead, the Lakers could end the game on the 76ers court. Enter Johnson, a 20-year-old rookie. Johnson took Abdul-Jabbar's place at center, skyhooking and grabbing 15 rebounds, while leading the Lakers to win with 42 points, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 15 rebounds. Even when the opening tip came, he leaped. Johnson became the first rookie ever to take home the MVP honors in the finals. The incredible performance was a prime example of his amazing capacity to go above and beyond for the Lakers to win. In the Los Angeles Times, Westhead said of this amazing rookie, "We all thought he was a movie star player, but we found out he wears a hard hat. It's like finding a great orthopedic surgeon who can also operate a bulldozer." The legendary player Michael Jordan implied in an interview how Magic Johnson influenced him to be a top-notch player like Johnson himself. What do you guys think of Magic Johnson? The guy was scary good, right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Till then, bye. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content like this.